Hello YouTube, this is Desert Fox bringing you another Terran versus Protoss game. Now this is Warden style, and this video is to show how to defend against a 4-gate. So I'm going to speed this up because you've probably seen my videos before. If you haven't, I'm going to explain it really quickly. 12 supply depot, 10 supply depot, 12 racks, and 13 gas, 15 orbital, and 18 factory. So he's just harassing with his probe, trying to stop my building construction. Doesn't really work if you know what to do. Basically what I have to do is just select this out, select one of my SCVs in my mineral line, attack him specifically, take this SCV, press T to halt construction, just do a fancy little ring around the rosy and then start building from the other side. So I'm just going to follow my camera for a little while. I'm scouting, and I'm actually going to stop following the camera. And this is where it's important. I come in here. My SCV scout is super late, by the way. I should be scouting at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but I was kind of lazy. But I do scout one gateway, one gas, no zealots whatsoever, and dumping all his chrono boost into this research. I see that he has... well, one chrono boost saved up. He just spent one, so I'm already suspecting a 4-gate just because there's only one gate right now. So I just bring my SCV out and I just leave him here. This is actually really smart. I often leave my SCV right here in games because I can just bring it over here, bring it back, and I see what's his expo timing. And most Protosses won't scout this before they put down their expo. So it's actually really valuable to do so. Now, when your factory pops, you want to get a Hellion and a reactor in your barracks and a starport. Keep pumping SCVs. It's really important to have a really strong economy. If you pause, we're equal in economy. He's fully saturated on one base. Except that, this is the beautiful thing about Terran. You have mules. So whenever a Terran Protoss is one basing against you, you'll have a bigger economy just because of these mules, and it's really incredible. The other thing, even though you stay on one base for a long time, Terran players do want to keep SCV production because they will make buildings, and the SCVs will spend a lot of time making buildings. For example, an early command center actually costs about $600 or $700 because of the SCV mining time that's lost. So that's a really good thing to note. Keep pumping SCVs even though you're on one base, and you'll have a greater economy than Protoss or Zerg on one base. Although Zergs on one base don't really exist. So yeah, I scouted with my Hellion and I saw 4 gateways. Enough said. I think I might have gone... No workers killed. But, yeah, I saw 4 gateways. Really, my reaction should have been to throw down another bunker. Except that... I felt really comfortable to early expand. That's actually false. I supply blocked myself. And I had excess minerals. So, you know, that's what you do. That's what you do. So... I did get my siege tech really fast. Normally I'd delay it, but that's because he was pushing. Now, I did make a mistake with my control groups. I have this control group here, which is this SCV to scout the his nexus if he ever plops it down. And I have control group 2 for all these SCVs to bring on auto repair. And I selected one, I brought it over here, I noticed nothing was coming for auto repair. I'm like, oops, I was supposed to press 2. So that set me back a little bit because I couldn't repair my bunker. But it's okay because, honestly, SCVs on auto repair, on hold position, are more than enough to deal with stalkers. So I defend that really easily, and I have an expansion. I'm bringing in my SCV. Finally, I'm setting him back, except he gets picked off by a stalker. And yeah, I'm just gonna turtle up a bit, get my second orbital for those extra mules, and macro up a little bit. Now ideally you want to get 2 Banshees before you get your Raven. And what I like to do a lot with my Banshees is when I get 2, I go push out with them because, you know what, 2 Banshees, 1-shot probes, and it's really easy just to go in, get 1 probe, go out, go in again, get another probe. And it's really good for some harassment, keeping him in his base while you macro and have map control. Not that I abuse the map control because I'm really shy, but yeah, that's about it. So I clear the stuff here. I set my siege tanks around the corner a bit, as much as I can. This is because if zealots come up here on the ramp, they get shot and then they need to run all the way around to get to my siege tanks. So it makes my siege tanks in a really good position to hit them. So yeah. So now I expand. I want to get my 2 gas right away, except the siege tank actually blocks my gas. Kind of funny. I try plucking it down, then oops, I need to remove this siege tank. I often do that mistake. Now, he had all his stalkers here. I'm just gonna back this up. So, he had all his stalkers here, and then he pulled back, so I felt safe harassing a second time. As you can see here. Just pull in. He pulled all his stalkers back, made a few cannons, and then you just take those Banshees, go back in. Don't be afraid, because even if he has stalkers there, he might not leave them there. He might only leave 1, and 2 Banshees kill a stalker easily with proper micro. In fact, I don't even know if you need to micro. But I'm just going to look at the base, because I take a while to attack. So this is actually my favorite transition of the Warden style, if he doesn't go for a lot of zealots. So I saw a lot of stalkers in my first push with these Banshees, which is crucial. So this is actually how I play this out. I get 2 more barracks and 1 more starport. These 2 barracks, I get tech labs on them, pump out marauders, get double upgrades, combat shield and stim. This I get medevacs and maybe Vikings if I need to, and then I throw down an engineering bay and get a +1 attack.
Add-on complete.
Sometimes I get ghosts, but I kind of steering away from ghosts right now because I don't have that much APM. So yeah, I'm throwing down the engineering bay. I don't have enough APM to EMP and snipe and all that cool stuff. So now, see, he has 2 cannons, except if you bring your Banshees right here, the 2 cannons are worthless and I get a few probe kills, which is really freaking awesome. So I get 8 workers killed, see his stalkers, and pull back, because now I confirm that he has a lot of stalkers. So I have 2 gases here, fully mining, and that means I can pump out some ravens. Oh, I'm not getting ravens yet. But I have double medevac production. I can because I have 4 gases. I mean, I'm getting this +1. I'm getting 2 upgrades, pumping out marines and marauders, siege tanks. Keep pumping out those siege tanks. And now I think I'm gonna try and afford for a raven. Yeah, see, I got a raven here. Ravens are just amazing. They are detectors, so you can see DTs, you can see observers, deny their observers, and they have point defense drones, which completely deny stalkers, in my opinion. 1 point defense drone can seriously change the tides of battles. That's how I've always seen it. God, I'm eating more words today. So yeah, just keep up the production. I'm really bad at my macro. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Keeping that money low. So I try to stay active with my Banshees. Pick off this forward pylon and not bring the Banshees back. Really smart. So if you go here in units, he's kind of sloppy on his oh no, you can't see that. You can't see that. So he has, where is it? There you go. He has 38 harvesters. I have 48s. He's sloppy on his production. I'm still producing them because I'm a Terran and I need to. And I have mules, so my income is just huge. This is what I've noticed. If you're on 2 base versus 2 base, your income will tend to be a little bit bigger than the Protosses, just because, well, you have mules. But their army will tend to be a little bit bigger because they can chrono boost faster, and they have really good timing pushes when you just expand. So this was actually a really nice warp prison play. I mean, kinda nice considering he went for a 4-gate and then he transitions into Dark Templar. That's the classic ladder transition for Protoss. 4-gate, oh, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna go Dark Templar. But I do have a Raven, except my reaction time is super slow. So I bring in my Banshees. Come on, Raven. And, huh. Oh, yeah, so I scan to kill the Dark Templar. Now, he's killed a ton of SCVs, except our income is kind of equal. I have more gas than him, actually. And again, he drops another Dark Templar. And really, Dark Templar is... It's not original anymore. I mean, he knows I have a Raven. He knows. He just doesn't understand that he's not doing that much damage, and he's just losing army potential. Because Dark Templars, that costs a lot of money. It's, what, 200 minerals, 100 gas? Same as Ghosts, and adding in Ghosts into my army, I just don't feel like it's worth it, because I don't have the micro, and that costs a lot of money when I could have a bunch of extra Marines or Marauders or Siege Tanks. But he keeps bringing in some Dark Templars with his Warp Prism. And he does the smart thing of warping him and on the low ground, loading him up and then dropping him. So I bring in some troops and just annihilate his Warp Prism play. Although he does drop a second one. Kinda annoying. But hey, in times like these where he's harassing, you can defend it with just a few Marines and some scans. Well, just pushing his base. He went for a 4-gate, I know that, and I also know that he went for Dark Templar tag, so he probably doesn't have as big as an army as I do, and that assumption is 100% correct. So let's just play this out. I have one upgrade on these Marines and Marauders, which makes them do so much damage, and I'm just gonna actually slow this down even more. It's just beautiful. Killing his whole base in slow-mo. I'm pushing up the ramp. His army's hidden somewhere. He's picking off supply depots. I don't care. I should really be making them at my natural though. But hey, what can I do? I'm only in platinum, guys. So now I see that he's trying to push in. My siege tanks do pretty good damage against his zealots, although I should have brought them closer. My point defense drones are just raping those stalker shots. Those stalker shots really aren't doing anything. I'm actually getting so much friendly fire from my siege tanks, but that's okay. I have too many Marines. And pause right here. My army size is I don't know how many times bigger that is, but it's a hella times bigger. So now I have free reign to just knock down all his tech, but he doesn't want to GG. He just doesn't get that the game's over. My income's still bigger. He does have a hidden base somewhere. I'm expanding, although I've been supply blocked for a long time, so my macro is just horrible. I should be plopping down more production facilities too. But I just kill his stuff up here. And bear with me, guys. This has a funny ending. I'm just going to speed it up to this ending for you guys. I threw down a scan here, and I do see that he has expanded there. So that's the good thing. If you want to scan a base like this where you can see the natural and the main, try and throw the scan right in the middle. Right here, so you can see the natural, but you can also see if there's stuff building in the main. So I just bring in my whole army that I have left. I'm doing a horrible job at macroing, except I know that I have this game in the bag. So I see this and I kind of laugh because cannons late game against the whole army doesn't do anything. And this is where I just kill all his production facilities and win. Except that this guy doesn't understand what it means to lose when you go for 4-gate and then die a Dark Templar rush. When it doesn't work. So you see all this text pop up right here after he leaves the game. And that's because he, well, if you read the text, I say GG. Except that he was lagging. And I thought, oh, maybe he's just lagging for a bit. But no, he pulled the plug, Alt F4, or just closed StarCraft right away. Left in complete shame. And that's really it's not a good thing to do if you're trying to improve. Like I said in my first video or second video or something like that. Seriously, just say good game and leave, and then watch the replay. Maybe he was just pissed because 4 gates suck against Terran nowadays. Well, against me anyways, because I know how to defend them. You just get siege tech and bunkers, and hooray. And then Dark Templars, I got Ravens. Hooray, you know? So that's it. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.